Hello ladies, gents, and everyone. It is Thursday, May 26th, and we're here to talk about this week's space and astronomy news because I am back from my vacation, and yes, I had a lovely time. Thank you. Quick reminder that I am doing a live tomorrow night, so come hang out with me if you would like to. I would certainly love to have you there. I warned you to expect bad news from NASA's announcement about the Mars InSight lander, and I'm very sorry to have been right. As the solar panels are getting increasingly covered in dust, the lander is just not getting enough power to maintain its operations. The team has stowed InSight's robotic arm in its retirement pose for the last time, and they released this final selfie taken of the lander. Notice how much dust is on these panels compared to an earlier selfie. Now, InSight isn't completely dead yet. It is still taking data from its seismometer intermittently, although that is expected to be finished by the end of the summer, and the team expects the lander to be completely out of communication by the end of the year. While this is sad news, keep in mind that InSight, which landed on Mars back in 2018, did complete its primary goals, and it has been operating in a bonus extended mission. And there still is a very small chance that a fortuitous windstorm could come through and clean off the panels and give a little bit more power to the lander. The elusive dark matter is a commonly accepted theory that is a big part of the formation of galaxies. But we do know of a few examples of distant galaxies that appear to have no dark matter at all. Until recently, these dark matter-free galaxies have been thought of to be in a relatively brief state caused by interactions with nearby large galaxies. But last year, astronomers discovered two dwarf galaxies, DF2 and DF4, that appeared to have no dark matter and to be stable and long-lasting. A team of scientists are now suggesting a new explanation for these two galaxies, that they were actually formed by the collision of galaxy clusters a long time ago. Their model proposes that when the clusters collided, the stars and the dark matter passed through one another relatively unaffected. But the gas in the galaxy clusters would interact, and that this could leave behind a trail of small galaxies made from that dust that don't have any dark matter. Their research, which was published last week in Nature, predicts that there should be other galaxies on the sky near DF2 and DF4 that are part of this chain that also similarly don't have dark matter. They've even identified some possible candidates for these galaxies. More observations will be required to confirm this theory, but it's a really interesting hypothesis about just how we got these strange dark matter-free galaxies. Many of us dream of a future for humanity that goes beyond just planet Earth. But can we go beyond daydreams and science fiction and actually use science to estimate when this might happen? Well, yes, a new study did just that. Scientists used historic data about NASA budgets and science and technology development to estimate a radius away from the Earth that we might expect to include human activity as a function of time. Their model predicts that if we reach Mars by 2038, then human activity will expand to encompass the asteroid belt by 2073 and the Jovian system by 2103. Of course, while this prediction is backed up by data and reasonable suppositions, it is still just a prediction and not a guarantee. But it's exciting to see how possible it might be for humans to go that far, even within my own lifetime. But for now, we're still only sending robotic missions, and one of those just took a step back in its timeline. NASA's Psyche mission promises to give us a close-up view of this strange metal-rich asteroid that's unlike anything we've visited before. Unfortunately, a software issue is preventing completing some of the final preparations for launch, meaning that the launch has been delayed to no earlier than September 20th, which is at least 2 months later than originally planned. The Psyche spacecraft will not only spend 21 months in orbit around the asteroid of the same name, but it will also take the smaller mission Janus along for a ride, so it's definitely going to be worth the wait. We've also seen a lot of delays with Boeing's OFT-2 mission, which is a demo mission for their Starliner spacecraft capability to deliver cargo to the International Space Station. This was also the goal of OFT-1, which did launch successfully but failed to reach its target orbit and rendezvous with the station, leading to the necessity for OFT-2. But after all of those failures and delays, OFT-2 has finally done it. The mission launched successfully on board an Atlas V rocket back on the evening of May 19th. Starliner completed its in-orbit test objectives and then docked successfully with the International Space Station late on May 20th. Astronauts on board the station then inspected the capsule, unloaded its cargo, and reloaded it with return cargo. The spacecraft returned to Earth just yesterday, landing on its airbags in the desert of the western United States. The flight test accomplished its planned test objectives, and NASA and Boeing are reviewing all of that data and making plans to go forward with the next milestone, which will be a crewed demo flight. Getting Starliner certified will be a huge accomplishment and give NASA 2 domestic options for getting cargo and crew to the International Space Station, SpaceX of course having already completed their certification. Congratulations to ULA, NASA, Boeing, and everyone involved in getting OFT-2 done successfully. Meteor showers occur when Earth passes through the debris left behind by a comet or asteroid, and these can make really great sky-gazing events. For example, the Eta Aquariids at the beginning of the month, which come from debris from Halley's Comet. And there may be a new meteor shower coming up to keep an eye on, the Tau Herculids on the night of May 30th. This shower would be caused by debris from the comet 73P Schwarzmann-Wachmann, which was discovered back in 1930 and began to fragment back in 1995. Earth is about to pass through the orbital path of the comet, which could lead to a brilliant show if those fragments had a certain speed, and we don't know if they did. NASA's Meteoroid Environment Office lead said this is going to be an all-or-nothing event. So who knows? But if you want to try checking it out for yourself, it should be eminently visible in the northern hemisphere, appearing very high in the sky around midnight in the US. The name of the shower is the hint on where to look near the star Tau Herculis in the constellation Hercules. And of course, dark skies will be better for viewing. Well, that's all I have for you this week. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next week. Bye!